Chapter 1. It was a Friday evening in early March. I don't remember the date, but it felt like summer as I left work. At the time, I worked in the IT department for a large financial institution in Tampa. I was one of the computer geeks who kept the place running. After the long drive home, I was tired and irritable when my wife, Lisa, met me at the door. She wore a beautiful, low-cut red dress designed to accentuate her perfect curves. The dress was knee-length with a slit up the left side that showed off her long, smooth legs. The whole thing was held up by two thin straps that looked like they would break at any sudden movement. I remembered the dress. She had worn it 3 months earlier at the rehearsal dinner the day before our wedding. She kissed me and said, "Welcome home, baby." Her long, silky blonde hair fell over her shoulders as she turned to lead me toward the dining room, where she had the table set with the fine china that her parents had given us for our wedding. She had 2 candles burning near the center of the table and ice water in fancy glasses. I didn't see any wine, though. "What's the occasion?" I said as I desperately tried to think if I had forgotten some important date. "It's not our anniversary. I know it took me a long time to get home, but not 9 months. "Have a seat, silly," she said as she disappeared into the kitchen. This was quite a surprise because Lisa was not much of a cook. She taught 5th grade at our local elementary school and would often work on lesson plans or grade homework after school. We would end up ordering takeout, or we would put a frozen pizza in the oven for dinner. She came back with a bag and started taking out Chinese food containers. "You are too funny," I said. She laughed and said, "This is the fanciest dinner you will probably ever see in this house, so enjoy it." "I'm fine with that," I said as I sat down, "but I'd like to know what the occasion is." "Well, I guess I should just come out with it," Lisa said. "I'm pregnant." She studied my face for a reaction. I probably should have been more surprised, but I think a part of me was expecting it. We did discuss having children, and while we were not actively trying, we were also not actively not trying. "That's fantastic," I said. "I mean, it's a little scary, but I really am very happy." "Really?" she said, smiling. "I was worried that the news might freak you out somewhat." "Really," I said, before getting up to hug her. "I will admit that I'm concerned about my ability to be a good father. I mean, I know nothing about raising children, but I know for certain that you are going to make a wonderful mother. That fact alone makes me feel better because I know you will make up for my inadequacies." "Relax, you'll be fine," she said. "Nobody knows how to be a parent before their first child is born. By the time their second child arrives, they are old pros." "Second child?" "Let's just take this one child at a time," she said. "Hey, we should tell your dad." "Okay, I'll call him after dinner." "You can't call your father with news like this. We have to tell him in person." "Honey, you know that's not going to happen without a week's notice," I said. "Since Mom died, he's always working. Why don't we tell your parents?" "I already did. Sorry, but I couldn't wait." "That's fine. Your parents are always there for you. My father is a different story. Despite what you might think, your father is a good man." Lisa and Dad always got along well, and it sometimes seemed like she was as much his daughter as I was his son. Before our wedding, I joked that he should like her less so I wouldn't feel like I was about to marry my sister. Mom liked Lisa, too, when she could remember who she was. She was diagnosed with early-onset Alzheimer's disease while I was away at college. I met Lisa in my first year at college and brought her home with me during Christmas break. At that time, Mom was a bit more forgetful than usual, but I would not find out there was something wrong with her until the following spring. "Tomorrow's Saturday," she said. "Call him and tell him we want to come and see him." "Okay, I'll call him after dinner, but he will probably be busy." When I called Dad, he was happy we wanted to visit him, but he had just made a breakthrough at work and planned to go in over the weekend to conduct more experiments. "Why don't you come to the lab tomorrow?" he said. "We can talk there, and I can show you what we are working on." "I guess we could do that," I said. "How does 10:30 sound?" I figured Lisa and I could stop for breakfast on the way since it was doubtful Dad would want to take time to eat. "That's perfect," he said. "I'll see you then." When I hung up the phone, it occurred to me that he hadn't sounded that happy in ages. I wondered what got him so excited. This audiobook continues on the next video. For more information on this book and others by this author, please visit charleshuss.com.